Welcome everyone to the Retro channel and to our C64 repair live stream. Welcome Jason, Mr. Lurch.
Morning.
Just a quick mic check. I assume everyone can hear us okay, see us okay. Throw that in the comments while we sip our coffees.
And pretend to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not timed well. I think both of us had a fairly rubbish night's sleep.
Yeah, we are a little bit dusty this morning, and we didn't even get to have a big night.
No. People are already trying to guess what it is.
Bad power switch. Yeah, bad power switch is pretty common.
Yeah. You look tired as hell.
Thanks. Yeah, we look fantastic. Maybe volume is a little low. Okay.
I don't know if we can do much about that. Everything's cranked to max.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't crank that all the way, but... Alright.
That's as high as it goes.
Probably looks a little bit better.
And we'll just try and speak up.
Yeah. Once we wake up.
Once we wake up.
I think it's missing case. Yes, very observant.
Yeah.
So a little bit of backstory as to how this got to me. One of the viewers on my channel pretty much contacted me and said, hey, I've got a C64 that's not working. I've already swapped out the RAM on it, and that's him saying that, not me. He already swapped out the RAM on it. That didn't seem to help, and beyond that, I don't think much has been done. Now, as you guys probably saw in the thumbnail, it has MT RAM installed in it at the moment, all in sockets, but he did also send along the original RAM that he took out, so I guess that's probably the first place we should start, but I can't say for sure if it's going to be a RAM fault or multiple faults. You never know with these things.
Well, given the RAM's already socketed, should we just start there, because I don't really have the brain power at the moment to try anything else?
I think yes. I think we should pull out the RAM. I might actually let's just throw in. Oh, and the other thing of note is it needs a fuse, because the fuse in this one, if I bring that up a little bit closer.
Where is it?
Focus.
Focus. There's a bit of foil in there.
There's a bit of foil bridging the fuse. I think he said he just didn't have another fuse on hand, so that's obviously the easiest way to get around that.
Look, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't done that before.
I've done it once, maybe twice. Actually, it was in a car.
Yes, same.
And because they have the little blade fuses,
yep.
The foil that you get in the top of a cigarette pack,
yep,
goes quite nicely
yeah.
into one of those blade fuse holders.
Yes.
So that was when I used to smoke Taylors many moons ago.
Alright, you got a small screwdriver, I'll pop this RAM out. I've got to be useful for something.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna run the dead test.
Dead test it? Okay.
Just to see, because I'm pretty much going on whatever the owner said, and I may as well be sure.
I'll put this onto capture.
Yes.
If anyone is wondering why I ask stupid questions sometimes like this, I'm basically driving OBS, so...
Yeah,
right.
Yes. Alright.
Right.
Ignore that, that's just the RetroTink being weird. Freaking RetroTink.
Mark promises he tested this.
Yeah. It's all good, man. We're good to go.
Good to go. You've got no fuse in it. See, that's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
that's why it's here. Otherwise, I'd be sitting around going, oh, pulling out other chips and stuff.
Yeah.
Why is this not working? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, it's 6.
I think it's 6.
Yes, the video is mirrored because it was just going to be confusing because I'm watching us as we do this. If the video was the right way around, then that would confuse my brain too much. And
Yeah.
all right, it's the fuse. Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so I think we're getting 6 flashes every time. Let's turn
Yeah.
that off and flip back to.
Right. I think we've induced
Let's
enough
start
epilepsy.
popping RAM. Yeah, that's right.
Right. Screwdriver. You want to unplug me?
I'll even give you one of
Oh.
those, which
Bit of a
yeah,
Never actually used one of
a
these.
grabby thing. So
grabby thing.
give it a pull the trigger, and it will.
So you push.
Oh yeah, you push
and then
first,
go.
and then try and grab, and sometimes, depending on how it's put in the socket, it will either grab it or it won't.
And then I end up reaching for a screwdriver anyway.
Screwdriver and popping them out.
Popping them out.
I'm just going to quickly look at the chat.
Yeah, fair enough. What light?
Okay.
You and your fancy tools, screw that.
Alright.
The old-fashioned one.
Do it the old-fashioned way. It's only NT RAM, so
Yeah.
I'm not worried if you destroy it. Alright. This is a little RAM tester that just tests one bit DRAM, so it should suit our purpose. And if I was smart about this, I would have brought that over to the bench a little bit more.
We're professionals, I swear.
Professional operation we're running here. So,
We're professional
is
what?
that in view of the camera? Kind of.
Oh, I can get out of your way.
I was just thinking we probably should swap to the overhead cam as the main one. Just so people, now we're in a smaller box so people aren't focused on us being
Good. I can't see
special.
me
Oh, okay.
half asleep
So
picking up this.
the first RAM has already come up as bad, so
There's a good start.
there's a good start. Right. That's it. Repair's done.
Repair's done.
I
We know
think
what the
we've-
problem is.
I think we worked it out. Let's go another one. Right, so this is what it's supposed to do. The little LEDs are blinking away as it tests the RAM, and if it's good, it should come up as 4 green LEDs.
Right.
Yes. So one good one.
One good
That's-
one bad.
That's a shock. The fact that any of them are good is a bit of a surprise. And I almost thought that said it was bad, but now it's working. I don't know.
Have you got them in the right socket?
Yeah, because the other one's for the
Like
wall
4116.
Yeah, the -5 and +12 and all that kind of crap.
Do you want to pull out the other one? The other tester?
Oh yes. So that's bad.
One of our Patreons has got. Let me just get rid of the board, the actual board.
Get rid of the board.
Go down there.
I'll move this off to the side.
Right.
You can talk about that while I test RAM.
Nathan, one of our patrons, actually built one of these Uber Retro Chip Tester Professional. And I borrowed it during the week to test some stuff at my place on a computer I've been working on. And because I still had it, I'm like, hey, could we bring it onto the live stream? And he's like, sure. I need power.
No. Fine. You have power.
Power. Right.
I've totally forgotten which RAM is good and bad.
You know what we should do? We should test it.
We should test it in the good tester.
In the good tester. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, so what is this? 4264?
It's the same as 4164.
Oh, okay. I've got to remember how to do this now. Is it SRAM's uncommon, DRAM's 4164.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't trust the diagnostic cartridge. Yeah, the diagnostic cartridge should always be taken with a grain of salt.
So it's the same as 4164?
Yep. Do it.
Testing.
Ooh.
This actually takes a while.
It is like Christmas, and we've got red and green LEDs and
Flashing lights.
flashing lights. It's a bit fancy, yeah, Tony. It's pretty flash.
Yeah, DC. Yes. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan. Right, I'm going to do this just out of shot.
Yeah, because
I'm just going to see what they do in the other tester, because I'm just curious.
yeah, maybe you can find that bad one using the quick test.
Yeah. It is quite warm in here. That one says it's good.
Ah, right.
Test passed. Well, that's a first.
Okay, I'm going to put the good one here. Is this supposedly another good one?
That's supposedly another good one. This supposedly is a bad one. So
Okay, let's test the bad one.
let's test the bad one and see if it comes up. See how quickly it spits it out. Okay, so I guess it's writing all zeros
And I
and
guess
then
writing
one.
ones, and then reading them back, I'm assuming.
So it doesn't seem to have a stuck bit, but
And it's doing a...
this one said this one failed too. Come to our live stream where we test RAM live.
Well, I'm going to assume that most of the people watching this work in IT, so watching small lines move slowly across the screen is part of our lives.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that one turned out bad?
That one turned out bad. Flashy lights.
See, this one is... I actually don't know. I've never had one fail, so I don't know what it does. If it... That
Test
one passed.
Maybe I just didn't have it in the socket well enough. Well, try that one.
Try this one.
That one apparently failed.
This is exciting stuff.
Yeah. Woo! Testing RAM.
Take hold of some good old diffused non-ultra bright LEDs. Every single LED I have is super bright. Well, these ones are actually super bright on camera, I can tell you that much. Have the same tester and it's a great device. They use the wrong LEDs in it. It's like Star Trek lens flares.
Yeah. It is quite bright.
Yeah, it's like a J.J. Abrams bloody Star Trek RAM tester.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe now.
Yeah, I don't know either. Which one is right? I mean, test passed. Sure it did.
Did any of
That-
these?
That one tested good.
Yeah.
And the other one, I believe, tested good as well. So everything's testing good in that tester. Look, this one says... So the next one says it's bad straight away. Oh, and now it's woken up.
At the end of the day, though, do you trust MT RAM?
Yeah, they should all be pulled out anyway, so...
Like rotten teeth.
It will fail, Yeah.
Fail on start for really dead chips that will fail during, and tell you the address it failed at.
What we really should be looking at is the
Original RAM.
original RAM, because
Okay, please don't get this mixed up.
take your MT shit.
Yeah, but isn't that empty shit as well?
No, these are Hitachi RAM focus. I am going to open a window because it's
A million degrees in here.
rather warm with all the lights.
See, that one passed. Alright, I'm going to now grab one of the Hitachi RAM and see what it does. That's fine. Alright, now you got to squeeze back here. Right, okay.
Right, I'm back.
So this is some of the Hitachi RAM I'm testing.
Well, tested good in this one. Let's move this along. Otherwise, we'll be here testing RAM
For an hour.
for an hour, and then it'll be like, cool, good stream, guys.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I don't want to do it, let alone sit here and watch someone else do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe try them in a good. Yeah, probably a good idea, Tony. We should. If we're unsure, we could always put them in
Put them in the ZIF
the
64.
64 and actually test them properly
Actually test them.
on a machine.
Yeah. Right. So that Hitachi is testing fine as well.
Yeah. Those two tested fine. I reckon just go with that one. If one of these catches it, then we'll assume it's bad. If either one of them pass, then we'll just say they're good.
Has the
Yeah.
ZIF 64 got at least, I'm assuming the RAM.
It's got a ZIF socket for one.
Okay,
for
cool.
The RAM.
Right.
Who wants to bet the PLA is also bad? Yeah, well, wouldn't be the first time.
Don't give it away.
Yeah, shh.
Don't give it away so soon. We legitimately don't know, by the way.
No. I deliberately didn't touch it, even though it was very tempting to check it out. But I was like, nope, leave it for the live stream, and now we're sitting here testing RAM.
Right. This is the last one. This is the last RAM test. Yeah, see, passed.
Yeah,
Right.
I've only got this one to go. And then all the Hitachi RAM has passed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could be that this board never had a RAM fault to begin with, and
We're
the
just
RAM was replaced
unnecessarily.
unnecessarily, but I guess it's all in sockets now, so that's nice.
Yeah. Right, so Hitachi stuff over here, MT over here.
Yeah. Let's throw... I reckon we just throw the Hitachi stuff back in the board.
Oh, okay. I can do that, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I could test it all one at a time. Oh, okay. We'll test it one at a time.
We'll test this. Yeah, let's test it in the machine.
Test it in the machine. I'm not going to run through the... That's not power. I'm not going to run through the dead test. With the RAM, we're just going to see if it can boot the machine, then that's good enough. Don't need the keyboard. Yes, that
That
little
one.
guy. Is it?
I think the lever just fell out.
Oh no.
Alright, so that's... I'm going to put you there. Alright, Hitachi.
Hitachi. In.
Should we go to the capture?
And swap to capture. And I think... Yeah, I think that needs to be... So this board doesn't currently have S video output, so it's going to be black and white probably.
It is,
But yes,
but it works.
That's fine. It is trying to display color. It's just, oh, and the RetroTink is
Freaking out.
freaking out. We'll try and get this done fairly quickly.
Before we have people dropping
Yeah.
epilepsy. Off,
Off, out,
out.
in. Yeah. No?
No.
No.
Yeah, make sure it's
Yeah.
Do we just make sure it's
One more time. Yeah, that.
right? Go.
Ooh.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's good. That's fine.
That's fine.
Carry on.
Yep. Off, out.
In. The RetroTink's being normal now. It's not playing up. Out. Good. Good. Good.
Right.
Good.
Let's be down to the last one. I'm nearly last one.
Second last.
Off. Yeah, I think you got this suited right.
One more chance. Just maybe this will be a bad RAM.
Right, go. No.
Ah, just not seated properly.
Just not seated right in the ZIF socket.
The last one, yeah, you might. Don't trust me to get it right the first time.
Go. Right.
Right, they're all good.
They all seem okay.
Yeah, in a basic short test. So let's get this
We've lost that.
out of the way. That's fine.
Okay.
Do you want to switch the overhead because
There's nothing to see.
yeah, and the RetroTink's going crazy again.
Right.
Alright, so we'll throw all the RAM,
You keep chatting and I'll put
the
RAM back in.
Hitachi RAM in there. Yeah. I'm going to let Jason do the work and I'm going to sit here and drink coffee and chat to you guys instead. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I like this. He's like cameraman and producer and everything. I just sit here, drink coffee.
I'm gonna wear a thingy though.
Tony's Dead C64 has a good PLA. John says could be a bad Kernel ROM if it's a black screen start. Yeah.
We don't talk to Noel about Kernel ROMs.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen Noel's Retro Lab,
Vic 20.
his VIC 20 that he was playing with, yeah, you need a working Kernel ROM in the VIC 20 to run Diagnostics, apparently. It'll turn out the RAM chips were just not properly seated in the sockets. Well, they're still MT RAM, so they gotta go.
Yeah, still prefer to put the Hitachi stuff back in, to be honest.
Yeah. Collie, it is it's 8:25 in the morning, Sunday morning here.
It's the Sunday morning bit that's the most important thing.
It's Sunday morning.
Right.
Nathan will swap in VIC 20s. Yeah, I don't think he's going to take it.
Okay, that's
I
actually.
know that VIC 20.
Do you want to put that with the ZIF machine? That's the chip
Oh,
out of the
that's
ZIF machine.
That's from the ZIF.
Yep.
It's going to want its RAM back. Right. RAM's in. Looks good.
We lost video. Fell off the back. Hang on.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I
You
got it.
Oh, okay.
Classy, I know.
Yep. Fell off the back of the bench.
I don't got it.
You don't got it.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah.
It's
Where did it go?
fallen down on that corner somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Not janky at all. Let's pull that.
We'll go with utilitarian.
Yeah. It's functional.
Functional.
Alright. Dead test is back in. RAM is in.
Back to capture.
Back to capture. Let's just see. Flashes. One flash.
Got one flash.
I'm
gonna go again?
Yeah, let's try it again. We're getting one flash.
Right.
Does anyone off the top of their head know which IC is for one flash
on a dead test?
On a dead test?
Before we look it up.
Actually, do you want to swap back to it for a second?
Yep.
Let's just...
Oops. Wrong one.
Let's just see if it tries to boot, just in case, which it doesn't. So that should have gone into basic, and this should be the diagnostic.
And it's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything, and I just want to go back to the dead test one more time. One flash. Right. I should just leave that turned on so it doesn't freak out. Actually, I should just leave it turned on just to see if anything else gets hot. And while we've got that, you looking up the
C64 dead test, one flash, go.
Thanks, Tony. Real helpful.
What was it? Quick update. I've tested. Single flash for the dead test cartridge, starting with the socket. Okay, that doesn't really tell us anything.
LS257. Yeah, could be some of the multiplexers. There is the LS257's a Motorola. Ooh, there is a MOS at U15, but I don't know what the LS equivalent it is, because MOS have bloody their own branding on all the LS chips, own stupid numbering. U12 is one flash. Thank you, Kurt.
What's U12?
U12. I can't. They're all numbered from that side, and I can't see. Oh, this guy can't see either. U12 is that one.
That one. Okay.
Pop that out.
Pop that out.
I'll get the RAM from
The ZIF machine.
the ZIF machine. Stick that in.
Did I screw up? No, these are a bit crappy, but...
And I just realised that I didn't turn off the machine while we did that.
Don't tell them that. Right.
I'm sure somebody would have picked it up anyway.
That's three.
It's 4, isn't it? Yeah, it's
3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, hang on, because I want to test it one more time.
Okay.
Okay,
4.
now we're getting 4. It's I'm starting to lose faith that it's going to be a RAM fault though. U12, U9, or U11. Well, it changed, so
Yeah.
we made some kind of difference. Do I have more RAM? Yes, of course. 4164.
So we know that chip is good, right? What else? U12, U9, or U11. Right. So where's? So U9 is over here. Okay. Well,
It's definitely off this time.
Right. So this is good RAM.
That's good RAM. Tested, confirmed. I think.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Capture to ROM.
Still getting
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
Well, the delays kind of worked out because 4 is U23. U23 should be along that bottom row somewhere.
U23.
Yeah.
Are we off?
We're off.
Okay.
We're definitely off. I'd say at this point it's more than likely either some of the discrete logic or the PLA. I think all of these
On
RAM flashes are just leading us down a
garden path. Right.
Yeah, now we're getting one flash.
Now we're back to one flash.
I know that RAM IC is working. Alright. At this point, I'd say this RAM is good. It worked in the ZIF socketed machine, so I don't have any real reason to suspect it being faulty. And
Now,
yeah, either logic or PLA. Now, given that it's an 83 PLA, it's probably going to die soon anyway. So I think our best bet, at least socket the PLA. If it's still good, at least it can be easily replaced when it does eventually die, because it will eventually die.
Oh. I just had a notification come up on my phone. He's probably not watching, but a mutual friend of ours, Ingmar, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Ingmar.
Happy birthday, mate.
Alright.
Yes, I'm gonna just
Before we
warm up.
before we go down the rabbit hole that is 74 LS logic chips,
Yeah.
let's just go for gold, I think, on the PLA.
Yeah. Pull that out.
Yeah.
If it's good, then it's in a socket now. And
Okay, do you want me to swap this RAM back over so we know where we're at?
yeah, I reckon throw the
The
Hitachi RAM back in there. Hitachi? Hitachi.
Hitachi.
I'm sure
I'm sure we're butchering it.
Yeah, we're probably butchering it. Offending people. Hey Sven, how are ya? Sven Peterson. Test PLA and the C64. Yes, I'll definitely.
We definitely will.
Check it in
But we need to
a
do
working machine.
We do. Oh, that's out of the ZIF.
That's out of the ZIF. Yes, okay. We know that works.
Yeah.
Things are warming up here. Never mind that.
What did you drop?
I don't know.
Something went thunk.
If you could see, like, the rest of the stuff around us, everything is,
Yeah, I was only saying to Mark yesterday when we were setting up that so much of photography or video work is what you can't see, like what is literally just out of frame, and it usually involves gaffer tape and zip ties.
yeah, there's some in use right now.
Yeah.
Just hoping it holds up until the end of the stream, and then everything can just come crashing down. And
Yeah, after
that's
that we
fine.
don't care. The
Alright.
microphone. Okay,
Yeah, you
just
can,
to give away a few little secrets while you're doing that.
Yeah.
The overhead camera is connected to a tripod, which is connected to the ceiling by a thumping huge hook. And then the microphone we're using is zip tied to the tripod. Cool and normal.
Yeah. Cool. We better not get into that.
Do you want this?
No, all good. Thank you.
I've got to the point where I just don't trust my eyesight
Thank you.
anymore.
Just put the goggles on,
Yeah.
regardless.
Gaffer tape is one of the best inventions. Yes, it is.
So, yeah, I'm just going to
Hang
put
on a sec,
some...
you can also
fresh-
test a PLA in a TL866 2+. You can?
Really? I was not aware of that. I thought it was fairly, like,
I thought you could do...
custom...
Yeah, I thought it was too custom for that. I mean, I know the TL can do, like, basic 74 stuff, and even then, not all of it.
Yeah.
'Cause there was a bunch of stuff in that 2 Plus, Apple II Plus board I was working on that I couldn't test. And that thing is just pure 74 series.
Yes.
And yeah,
Well, yeah. I was unaware. Has anyone else done that? I mean, I'll
you just
certainly
need to
check
get
it
the
out.
logic table from the. Maybe you can set it up as a custom chip or something,
Oh, right. I
like a
getcha.
custom profile.
Well, that's cool.
No, I didn't know that.
I don't
It's
know.
available on Lemon 64.
Awesome.
What
Thanks.
What isn't available
That's
on
pretty
Lemon
cool.
64?
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Just gonna get some of this stuff.
Fresh solder has been applied, so hopefully this should come out fairly swiftly. But hello, pussycat.
Touch wood.
The cat has just entered the room.
Well, half a cat.
Half a cat. The cat is
Went to the vet the other day.
yes, missing a lot of fur because it's been in a bit of a scuffle lately.
See if I get rid of
You won't do much.
it. I know. See? I told you!
It's fine. Everything's cool.
Everything's fine. It just took out the
Cool and
retro,
normal.
the retro tinkle, whatever that is.
Yes. Cool and normal. Seems to be going good. So far, so good.
Touch wood.
Touch wood.
That really is the most obnoxious sound, isn't it?
Yeah, luckily it's sort of over there, so hopefully it's not as annoying. Oops, that hasn't gone well, I think.
Massive ground plane. Oh, no, you got it.
I got it. But the one before that didn't work so good. I'm just going to give it a quick clean out. Right, let's come back to a couple of those. Yeah. What else is going on in the chat?
No PLA testing. I think Evie's chip tester. Evie's chip tester does it.
Yeah, the back bit pro or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We find a logic table for the PLA. I love the sound of machine here. Using a custom definition that's in the change log for the latest version.
What are people saying?
I've something about the kitty, right? That's fine. You need a tester from the back bit. It can test all the Commodore related chips.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you need. You do more Commodore 64 than stuff than I do.
That's true.
And then when you get it, I can just borrow yours.
That's why I made the Ziff 64, because that was
You test,
at the time that was the easiest way to test all the chips. So I just need to reflow a couple of these that I missed.
The retro chip tester can read 82S100 PLA, so I'm guessing that's a variation of the PLA.
That's the original PLA, so the Signetics, because that's what it's like a programmable PROM.
Yep.
And then Commodore basically
Baked it into the chip.
started baking their own version of it.
Okay.
And the Signetics ones are apparently incredibly reliable. I think I do actually have one somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Is it in that board? No, it's a moss. Alright. Let's see. What else is going on?
No, that's pretty much about it. Wonder if we can get Peter to make us more coffee.
We probably could.
Just send her a text message. Hey, can you bring us a couple more coffees?
We need more coffee.
Need more coffee. That's
Good.
good.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Even I can see it. It's saying something.
I was a little worried about that
That
guy.
one, yeah, that one's a little.
And still a little bit solid. Just let that get right in there. Really hammer away at it.
Is that one? Is that look better?
I think so. Well, it looks better. Does it feel better?
Still a little stuck. Can you just?
Oh, there it
Got
goes. Yeah.
All right. What about
That
the other
one
side?
popped. I'm a little concerned about that top one.
You know they can barely hear you.
Yeah, that's alright.
We're just mumbling now to ourselves.
Yeah, I'm just talking to myself.
I'll post a link to the PLA logic table. Links are filtered. I've got no idea. I think YouTube by default on a live stream does filter out links.
Yeah. 6 down. Yeah, YouTube is
They're
terrible with links. Like, they'll let through bloody spam bots, no problem. But
I think links in general on a live stream, no one can post a link
there,
except for maybe us, and that'd be about it.
that'd be about it.
You know.
That's okay. We can always find it after the stream. If I find it, or if
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, that's cool. That's pretty awesome. Then.
DM us on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
With the link. Is it coming out?
It's jiggling.
It's jiggling. One side's up. What about the other side?
Get that cap out of the way. One of them is holding it, but I think it's
Just a little bit of top
barely. Yeah. I can't tell
where it's coming from.
So it's very close to being out. In fact,
I assume you have a socket, right?
oh yeah, we've got sockets. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh no, it is coming
It's
out. It's out.
It's out. Right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to put that in the ZIF sock?
Yeah, let's just zip it.
All right.
Move that off to the side.
Grab the ZIF 64. Did we put that RAM chip back in? We did.
We did. So PLA is in the middle on this board because
For
that
reasons.
that has stuffed me up a couple of times where I've been playing around with a 250407 board, and then the ZIF 64 is a 250425, and the SID and the PLA are pretty much
All right.
swapped.
Back to capture. Go.
Bang.
Wait. Video.
Video. And I have to swap bloody... Yeah. I shouldn't have pulled the original modulator out of the ZIF 64. Okay, swap back. That does not look good.
Has it got a fuse in it?
It does, but it doesn't have power connection.
Doesn't have. Right.
Right. Here we go. Ooh.
Ooh.
Bad PLA.
Bad PLA. Right.
Actually, do you want to
What do you want to do?
swap back to that one more time? It's powered on, so we'll either see a black screen, but it won't flash it yet. Yeah, bad.
Right.
I'd say bad PLA.
Bad PLA. I'm shocked.
Let's put
Let's just put a good PLA back.
good PLA. Make sure the ZIF board is still working properly. Swap back again. Now.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty certain that's going to be a bad PLA. Let's get a socket into the other board.
Okay.
Get that out of the way.
Out of the way.
If you bring that, I
have
will
that.
find a socket. The next question is that the only fault?
I think it's a good start.
It's a good start, for sure. No, I ordered a bunch of decent sockets. The legs on that are a little bent, so you might have to play around with that. I ordered a bunch of decent sockets.
They haven't shown up.
The 24 and the 28 pin wide ones. And of course,
You mean the like the machined?
yeah, the machine pin round hole sockets.
Can I be completely honest with you? I'm not actually that big a fan of them.
What is up with that?
I don't know.
um,
We just realised that the camera looking at us has just freaked out.
yeah, it's just stopped. Is that still working?
That's still working, but the webcam's died. The
The
one
web-
pointing at us.
The webcam's
Yeah.
died. If you go up and double click on Live Cam,
Go.
technical difficulties,
Techni-
deactivate and then activate again. Is it going to come back to life? Okay, it's good.
It's good. We fixed it.
Minor technical difficulties. Oh, everything's cool.
It's all cool.
I
Anyway,
should-
so what I was going to
No.
say is that I'm still a bigger fan of a
Oh,
decent
that's
dual.
cold coffee. Sorry. Yes.
I'm still a bigger fan of a decent dual swipe socket.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, the legs on an IC are basically
They're
flat.
generally flat.
They're
so-
flat. So basically you're putting in a flat into a round hole. So your
Yeah.
only points of
It's the-
contact are the two very
the
fine
two very
edges
of
of the IC leg.
yeah. That's a good point. I'd like to hear anyone else got thoughts on that. Like,
Have you got
do you
some blue tape?
prefer?
Blue tape or cap on tape or something like that.
No capped on tape.
Alright, let me
You just hold that.
I'll hold that. You get a couple of legs.
Now, which
Now I realise that's a very probably
which
controversial thing to say.
Right.
Do you want to do another one on the other side? Have you done one on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
can let go.
Yeah, nice and flat. Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Go nuts.
Yeah. What? Actually, by the time.
Okay, Mark 5 says, I also prefer dual swipe sockets. +1 for dual swipe sockets here. Yeah, I just think people kind of went, ooh, machined sockets,
Yeah. Ooh,
and went,
looks-
ooh, they're
looks
fancy and more expensive, they have to be better. And I'm just like, well, maybe no?
Good point.
Apparently very...
Um,
for someone who was apparently very tired, Jace is making a lot of sense.
Probably,
Either
probably
that-
more than I am.
Either that or I'm just completely talking out of my ass and dribbling shit, so...
Oh, it's working. So
It's- yeah. To get chips out, I always add fresh solder and try to get the legs moving, springing a little while I do that, and I use a desoldering gun. Okay. Just behave just like sockets. Just wish they were built a little better. True. Dual swipe is so much easier when you want to reuse
Is it
desoldered chips.
Is dual swipe or dual wipe?
I don't know.
I guess it works either way.
I think they know what we're talking about at
Wiping.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rudy's retro intel. I called it Dad PLA. Yes.
Yeah. Well. You never know.
just
We
never know.
could be looking at multiple faults.
Mind you, the last time we did this, I think I ran late, and I walked in about 10 minutes into the stream, just sat down and just went, it's a dead PLA.
Dead PLA.
And then we screwed around for 45 minutes, and it was a dead PLA.
Dead PLA. I think I broke out the oscilloscope. I'm
Recently.
hoping to avoid bringing out the oscilloscope because
Yeah.
it's just
Painful.
painful and.
Removing ICs even after
I'll
going
clean that up later. Let's throw in.
Tony actually makes a good point. I always
PLA.
resolder and desolder as well, but I still struggle removing ICs. Yeah, that's actually, for my birthday a couple of months ago, my mother-in-law bought me, now finally have a hot air gun. And that was actually the main reason I got it, not for SMD soldering or anything,
Just to get
stubborn ICs, and it's always where the solder has managed to work its way, like to the top side of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be very painful. All right.
All right.
We're just going to power it on.
Power it on.
If it boots into basic, we have a winner, but
We still have a black
we
screen.
still have a black screen.
Do we though? Or have
Yeah,
you...
I have to find. Yeah. What have I forgotten
Hang on a
this
sec.
time? We've got power.
I'm on capture. Is that off?
That's off at the moment.
Why don't we have a freaked out RetroTink.
Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it decides not to. But see the line?
Oh yeah.
So that line at the very left of the screen is the VIC2 output, so it always outputs a little thin vertical line. See, now it's freaking out. Hang
Now
on.
it's freaking out.
I'll make that stop. Oh, we're not getting flashes. Are we going to get the dead test to come up? Yes.
Ah!
So the dead test is up, which is great, but it's still not booting into BASIC,
Okay.
which
Let's
is
just
not
see
so
what
great. But let's see what this says.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. You know what I completely forgot to do is actually check voltages. Pretty much, like that's the first thing that you do.
Yeah.
I just jump straight in, like, yeah, let's
Well, yeah,
do it.
especially if it had a blown fuse.
But
yeah,
I did have the backstory that the owner just didn't have a fuse on hand.
You just quickly grab the multimeter.
It should do that. While it's doing
This.
let's just have a look at some voltages.
Call it multiple faults. Now you have a bad ROM.
You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing because
We don't have that scene set up.
that scene's not set up, but we're seeing 4.98 volts
Close enough.
on the user port for DC, and we're seeing 9.2 volts AC.
Okay, voltages are fine.
So voltages are good.
Why is the
it'll-
dead test just gone white?
It'll come back.
It'll come back. Oh, is it doing like the SID test at the moment that we can't hear?
No, it is doing. I think it's a more thorough RAM test.
Oh, okay.
when it
Yeah,
does.
RAM test.
Ooh,
Well, we don't have the SID isn't happy.
the SID's not happy. It's probably not loud enough for you guys to hear, but the SID sounded a little bit funky.
Where is that volume actually coming from?
It is coming from the television.
Oh, we can probably crank that up a bit. Hey, it's a C64. Multiple faults are expected. Well,
Yeah.
that passed.
Oh yeah, nothing came up as bad, did it? So it is, as somebody said, who was it?
Second channel sounded bad. Yep. The SID sounds quite ill. Yep. Not the highest of our priorities at the moment, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
Someone said it's probably got a bad ROM.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, so I'm probably going to butcher it.
Per. Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right. It probably is a bad ROM, because the dead test
Doesn't.
bypasses that stuff. So.
Well, is the diagnostic ROM now going to work?
Yeah, the diagnostic's in there, so that's what we're going to
Try next.
do next. I just wanted to see if it would boot the dead test for a second time.
Yep.
This is diagnostic. Yeah. So yeah, probably a bad ROM as well. Actually, since it's been on for a little bit, yeah. SID's warm, but that's normal.
Oh, feel that one. That feels warmer.
Actually, that. We'll let it run for a little bit. The yeah, that's probably people can see what we're doing.
Yeah.
The character ROM is slightly warm, as is the kernel, and the basic is cold, like cold.
But the diagnostic doesn't require the basic ROM though, doesn't it? Doesn't it only require the kernel ROM?
The diagnostic just needs. Diagnostic needs kernel
And character ROM.
and character.
Doesn't require basic.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
the-
probably cold because it's not being used.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
feel this one.
Yeah, see that?
But we're just imagining things
We're
now.
just imagining things, I think. Oh, it's
And if you can compare it to...
CIAs. Dead Test doesn't need any ROM. Yeah, so Dead Test doesn't use any of the ROMs, but the Diagnostic, yeah, should use the kernel and character, but not the basic.
Do they normally get that warm? I can't remember.
Some of them do, some of them don't. I think they get warm, like depends a lot on the manufacture date and the process and everything, but
Should we just go straight for ripping those two ROMs out?
I'd go straight for kernel because character ROM,
If it was glitchy, we'd just get...
yeah, if it was glitchy then we'd just get at least something, but if the kernel ROM's bad then we're definitely not going to get anything, so I'm going kernel ROM and hoping that it's not something else that's interfacing with the ROMs, but yeah, kernel ROM, let's do it. So I
You got a marker?
should mark that because I will end up
Desoldering.
something else or half of something else. Yeah, okay, so in here.
It's not bad considering we're half asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We reserve the right to screw shit up.
We're still waking up, so
Yeah. Dead Test doesn't require any ROM. Yeah. Is it chat? Are people just not talking?
yeah, I think the chat's just died.
The chat's just died.
So Tony at Oz RetroComp was probably fairly on the money with multiple faults.
Yeah. I think so too. I actually I ended up sending Tony that, remember the video I did a little while back on that second 6502 unit for the Beeb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was actually Tony I ended up sending it to.
Yeah, and I did see that. I think he did a little
Did a very quick
unboxing
video.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I kind of figure he's into it a bit more than I am.
Yeah, he's the Beeb guy.
He's the Beeb. He's the resident Australian Tommy computer guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did actually end up getting sent a Pi Tube Direct, which I will get to, well, eventually. It's actually Jason from Melbourne.
I'm going to bring this out a little bit because I'm going to be off camera. Yes, carry on.
I was going to say, yeah, Jason from Melbourne console repos, reproduction, sent me a Pi Tube Direct, which I'll get to one day.
Nice. What's Tony saying?
Thanks again for that, Jace. I still haven't fired it up, but I'm hoping to do so for the Beeb's 40th birthday, which I think is in December, isn't it? Isn't that in December, like this year, like next month? I think. Oh, thanks, Tron.
Thanks, Tron. Legend.
For the, what's it called? Super Chat?
Super chat.
Super Chat.
What's
the point? Melbourne Console Repros now do a SD card storage solution for the Beeb, like a Turbo SPI. Yes! After I got the one that you sent me, I just happened to be poking around online and I ended up sending Jason a message going, sorry, I kind of just got sent this one. At 1st of December, I have something else planned too. Yeah, that one's not happy. So how did you get this C64 machine you're pairing right now? Ah, okay, so you obviously missed the beginning of the live stream. This board actually belongs to one of Mark's viewers who basically sent Mark a message just kind of going, hey, I've got this board I started poking at and I can't get it to work. Do you want to have a crack at it? He stuck it in the mail and yep,
Yeah,
here he is.
Here it is. I pretty much said, like, just send the board itself. I don't really need the machine, and it's going to save on postage, so
Yep.
that's why there's only a board here and not the rest of the machine. Oh, that's always a worry.
This mirror's a refresh rate terrible at the moment.
Yes, it should fix itself. Basically, the laptop that I'm using isn't the greatest.
We've got a stream status of poor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It will return, hopefully. I think what it does is basically just drop a bunch of frames and eventually catches up.
Any idea about this? I should point out you're desoldering. You're not missing out much.
Yeah, there's nothing much to see. It should.
Are we talking to that router, like literally just there?
No.
Oh,
No,
that's just sitting there.
not. That's just sitting there. I did test it out yesterday with that what do you call it? Ethernet over power.
Yeah, didn't work.
That was even worse. In fact, I was getting.
Well, I don't think it'll make any difference.
I was getting full speed. No.
Oh.
I even did that. I was getting full speed yesterday. It's probably my ISP, to be honest. Yeah. Australia.
Someone said much better.
NBN.
Seems better.
Seems better. Okay, YouTube's still reporting it as poor, but I think I had that trouble yesterday when I was testing it out. Whereas, as soon as it hits, YouTube says poor, it just stays as poor, even though it can return to normal. So I think we're okay. I hope so. Apologies. The
Do you know what res we're outputting at?
joys of live streaming. We should be at 1080p.
I wonder if that's got to do with it. I think last time I tried this, I streamed at 720 and it kind of. But I don't think we can fix that now.
Yeah, there's no going back now. Hopefully we're looking a lot better. All right. Kernel's out, so let's throw that in the C64 and see what it does. Throw that down there. And
Still saying poor, but alright, where are we up to?
we are taking the possible bad kernel and putting it in the ZIF board. That, and I have to do this again because of that stupid module.
Why doesn't this do S? Oh,
Yeah, don't
go there. Right.
Alright. Possible bad kernel in the ZIF board.
We get nothing.
I'd say that's probably a bad kernel. Let's just do that one more time. Yeah, I'd say that's a bad kernel too.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, swap off of that. Yeah, it can stay in the ZIF board for now. yeah, we got that line down the side of the screen, so the VIC was definitely outputting signal, but...
Okay, so socket in.
Oh yeah, I've got a bloody socket in.
I know, annoying, right?
Need a 24 pin. Of course I stacked them all together. Yeah, just
Trying to do my best to keep your bench clear.
doing a better job than I would. I think this one is going to drop straight in for us.
Nice.
And in fact, it's going to hold itself in too. So,
Well, before you say that, let me at least put the finger on it.
alright, let's see if I can...
Who needs blue tack when you can just have a Jason?
Jason, hold this.
Hold this.
I'm seeing if I can pick the pin that your finger's currently touching.
Yes, to burn me. Right. Okay, that looks good. Go for it.
Alright, new socket going in.
Yep.
Multiple faults. Yes.
Good old multiple faults.
Very much seems that way.
John says, I've got a good feeling about this with fingers crossed.
Well,
Are kernel ROMs known to go perp?
yeah.
I mean, it's not unheard of.
anything MOS
Okay.
is known to go put. Yeah. It happens. I think I've had a dead kernel. Luckily, I've got a few spare, which I will find at some point.
We'll just use the one out of the C64
Yeah,
for now. All right.
yeah, because we know the ZIF64 one, the kernel from that is definitely working, because it worked a minute ago, so we'll use that. Really, I just want to see this thing actually boot to basic. That'd be nice.
Be nice. How you go on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'll clean up the actual
Solder stuff later.
flux and shit later. Let's throw. Why is this in a? Oh, I think.
Yeah, why do you have a socket in a socket?
It's a socket in a socket because.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
No, it's not gonna. It doesn't
Line up.
line up with the.
Oh, it's gonna
socket
like
in the
bend
board.
legs and
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't. It's not happy. That feels better. All right,
Okay.
working kernel is in.
Change your video.
Bad kernel is out. I'm gonna change the video again. And I lost the S video. Damn it.
Hang on, we
I
lost
got
the
it.
cable.
I
You
got
got it? Right.
Actually, apply power.
Right. Diffuser's in it. Go. Turn it on.
Alright, so we should see diagnostic. Hey! Awesome. Alright. The harness isn't connected, so I don't know. It's gonna fail some tests, but let's see if it gets through a round of the diagnostic.
Do you want the harness, or are we just going to go for gold?
I will hook up the harness.
Is that this thing here?
That is that thing there, so may as well
Whoops.
get that, bring that out and ready.
I hope that wasn't anything because it fell into my coffee.
Oh, that's just the loop back for the
It's now
the serial port. So it's fine.
Yeah, pass me that.
Apart from that, everything looks good. Oh, here's the SID. Ooh, bit of a hiccup.
Do you still have that spare arm seat?
I do.
Okay, I think we'll use that.
Stop doing that, you.
Turn it off!
That's better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The RetroTink just sometimes when it's not getting a signal, it just goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna freak out." And
I've never used this before. So they look like joystick.
They're joystick ports.
This goes.
You'll figure it out.
There's only so many different places it can go.
That's right. Yep, that's good. That's it. Joy 1. That's it.
Alright.
Happy, joy.
Back to capture. Go.
Alright, so with the harness hooked up, let's see if we can pass all the tests. The edge connectors look pretty clean, so don't think they're going to cause an issue, but
Right.
we'll see.
There you go. Well done.
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner. Time on the CIA. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the time on the CIA, but yes, it is matching up. So yes, because the CIA's
okay. The two clocks.
yeah, the two clocks relate to CIA 1 and CIA 2. So U1 and U2 are those.
So if they're not matching, ooh, user port.
User port bad. That could still be just a bad connection on the user port.
Okay, we're not going to listen to that again.
Yeah, see how delayed that audio is? That's weird.
Maybe I just screwed that up. You got a fiberglass pen there?
I won't go the fiberglass pen just yet. We'll just do a bit of
IPA.
IPA on the edge connector for the user port. Oh, okay. Work your magic. Yeah, one of those is you'll find it.
Oh, I'm going to have to flip the board over.
Yes, you are.
So can you unplug me from...
Citizen, is it fixed? It is, it's almost fixed? Maybe? If we can get the user port to
Mind you, the user port isn't...
pass its test. Yeah, well, I mean, we just want to make sure that it's actually just a crusty user port and not another issue somewhere, but...
What drives the user port?
The CIAs. So they can fail, like, all this stuff can fail in multiple different ways, so, yeah.
Right, okay.
Dare I say it's going to be alright, but we shall see. I'm actually kind of shocked that I didn't have to bust out the oscilloscope, because I was really thinking that...
Wait for it.
Okay. I'm taking over. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Good old IPA squeaker noises.
RAM test 2.
Yeah. Do it. Color RAM. Yeah, I was going to wait for the color RAM to scroll through. At least, everything else looks good. Colors there. They're the right colors. They're not all over the place. Come on. Hey! Everything is okay. Interrupt. Right. Alright, sound test.
Ooh.
There's a stutter, but... Actually wondering if that's just the setup that I've got going on here, but...
Grab the arm, Sid.
Let's grab... Actually, I don't even need to grab an arm SID.
Just gonna grab that.
Got a real SID right here.
That one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Pop that out. We'll throw in a good SID and just see if it sounds any different. It could just be the setup that I've got going. Because we're not capturing audio directly on the stream, we're actually...
What you're hearing is literally coming from a television behind the camera.
Yeah. Because otherwise we'd have to have headphones on in order to hear everything. So, yeah. It's just easier to capture the audio as we hear it. But it does have a weird, 1 second delay, which is bizarre. I couldn't figure it out, and it was just stuff it.
Oh, is that because it's kind of going from here to the retro tink to the capture to the television?
Yeah.
Right.
And believe it or not, the actual video is not delayed, but the audio is delayed.
John, we're not sure yet. That'll be the next thing once we work out what's going on with the SID.
Alright, here we go. There's a stutter there.
There's still that stutter, but I honestly think that that's the capture.
Yeah.
Because we know that's a good working SID.
It's a good working SID. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's actually look at this, because we haven't even checked out. Hey, see? That is not too shabby. It's a little bit of noise, but it is the these older boards, especially with the older RF modulator, they are quite noisy, even with, you know, separate Luma, Chroma, S-Video, whatever you want to call it.
These are nowhere near as warm.
That's good. Yes. Things are cool. The CPU should be slightly warm. And, everything else, like most things, pretty much run cool. The CPU gets slightly warm. The VIC-2 gets the hottest, but it's still got its can on, so it's heat sinked pretty much.
Just to recap, the RAM was actually fine.
The RAM, well, the MT RAM, we don't know, but the original RAM was fine.
Was original fine.
Yeah.
Bad PLA, which shocked nobody. Bad Kernel ROM.
Yeah.
And an iffy SID.
And iffy SID. I'll do some further tests on the SID later on, but it sounds like it's a bad SID too. Let's hook up a keyboard.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get rid of this diagnostic harness.
I just realised something. You know what we should have done for audio?
Breaking. Yeah.
Not run it through this at all and just ran it through a couple of powered speakers.
Yeah, that worked.
The things you think of that would work in a live stream while you're doing the live stream.
Yes. Well, sometimes, you know, you need to be there and testing it.
Yeah.
Experience it firsthand before you realise.
Oh, wait a minute.
The issues.
Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of you.
Get rid of you. I don't think we'll need the dead test and diagnostic. I'm just going to
plug in the keyboard.
Move these things over to the side.
Get rid of the multimeter. Get rid of the solder.
Oh yeah.
Let's just give ourselves a bit of space.
Tidying up.
Do you want something to sit between this and?
Collie's going to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's close to midnight in most of Europe now.
Do you want something to sit in between this and this?
Yes.
You do. Just can't think of anything right now.
Yeah. I'm just looking for something to.
Don't really need the.
Yeah. Oh, power LEDs.
Yep.
That's nice.
Okay.
It's very bright in here, but the LED does come on, and I'm bashing the bench again.
Still works.
See you, Collie. Multiple faults make for a better live stream. Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping that, you know, maybe just a single fault so we could actually, like, move the live stream along, but I guess multiple faults is fun too, so. Is my keyboard working? Yeah. Multiple faults, can't complain. At least we got through them, and it wasn't something like really obscure, so I mean, I was fairly confident to do this repair on a live stream. Yeah, I think I did. Perfect.
How do we do that? Run stop.
Run stop. Yeah, a couple of people were like, "Are you sure you want to do a live stream?" Because, you know,
they could easily go to shit.
Could easily all go to shit and take multiple hours, but I think we did okay.
Did okay. Only took an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the thing you dropped before?
That's what fell on the floor. It's the IC leg straightener thing.
Right.
Anyway, let's hook up the SD to IC. I really should stop turning that off. Excuse the flashy imagery. That will go away in a moment.
I guess you don't have a pair of powered speakers, so really handy, do you?
I do, but well, I mean I don't, but I do.
Sorry.
Yeah. Bear with me. I'll
Randall Cook, buy more coffee, send one to me.
I'll fix up this audio issue.
How about we, Randall, how about when we finish here, we meet up in Tuggeranong somewhere and grab a coffee?
Yes, or several.
Or several.
Let me fix the audio issue. Because now that I've
So my one little contribution to this is,
really thought about it.
well, I bought over the microphone, but I also bought the joysticks. Because Mark has actually never actually used a Speed King before, and it's one of my favourite kind of period correct joysticks. Probably mainly because I'm more of a gamepad kind of guy. I'm not actually a big fan of having like the joystick like a Compro or something like stuck to the ground, stuck to the bench and then using it. I don't know why. But these kind of sit in your hand really nice, so it's kind of like dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I kind of like that. It's just personal preference.
Okay.
Right, you think we're plugged into the amp?
I think we're plugged into the amp, and that should hopefully sort of synchronize our audio
A little better.
a little better, but we'll see.
We're lagging again. See, now this thing is saying excellent connection.
Yeah, see? That's saying
And it
excellent
just went to
connection.
poor.
It's gone to poor. See it. Notice
Have
that
to pack up the
OBS overloads the CPU at times, and I think that's where it begins, and then it writes itself, it just drops a bunch of frames and fixes itself. So we should be smoothing out, hopefully around now.
Yeah. Well, Randall,
Smooth.
maybe Mark and I can go get some coffees and come round to your place and
Yeah.
watch you pack up the man cave. I don't know. We'll do something.
We'll figure it out.
Tac-2, slick stick kind of guy.
Yeah,
Right.
see, I like the Tac-2. I don't actually like... I'm not one of those people that sticks it down to the bench either.
But you hold it in your hand.
hold it in my hand.
Yeah, and see, that's why I like this, because it's kind
So-
of... It sits in your hand.
Ah.
See?
And fire button.
Yeah.
Micro switched. Alright, cool. Yeah. As Jason was saying, I've never played around with the Speed King, so...
This looks like a flip book of pictures. Sorry.
Sorry, hopefully it'll right itself. Do you want to swap back to the capture? Okay, that looks good. I'm hoping that typing is accurate.
Accurate-ish.
Right, just to quickly test the audio setup again, I'm just going to run... Oh, okay, you do it. Oh, mine doesn't have that control. Oh, I'm in port 1. Ah.
Isn't port 1 joystick 1? Or it depends,
depends on the game, and port 1 also maps, like shares a lot of the mapping with the keyboard, and...
I'll never, that's probably what is, and so that's the main reason why some games use port 1 and some games use port 2?
Totally up to the game developer.
Okay, what am I actually looking for?
We want to go to test progs.
Is that a folder?
So next one down. Yeah, that's... yeah.
Test progs, right.
Test progs. And then just do...
Sit tester?
crap. No. Sorry. Not test progs. Go back. So right up top, that one. Scroll up a little bit. Keep going. Alright, C64 demos. And we'll just do 8-bit Dance Party. That will at least tell us if our audio is working.
It's excellently lagged.
Ran-
Just fits my... Randall...
Randall
no.
says no, but I don't know what that was in response to there's so much of a
It was probably
delay.
me, us rocking up to his place, talking about rocking up to his place with coffee.
Hey, buddy! I'm like, leave me alone.
Shouldn't this have like loaded by now?
Time for to go to bed. It's because we're not using a
Fast
loader or anything,
okay,
so
right.
it takes a bit to load with the standard load routines. I can turn the soldering iron off. It's about 2 frames per second. Yeah, see, it's still very much lagging.
So much we can do about it right now.
No, there is unfortunately little we can do about that.
See,
And
now
YouTube is saying excellent again. Stream is healthy, but I don't know if that's correct.
Well, at least we're getting audio when we should.
The audio works, and it seemed to start playing as soon as we saw the image, so I think it's
Lined up.
very close to being in sync. So,
And we're back to Paul.
and we've got to do 8-bit dance party. I don't know. Adrian does it.
We're just going to look stupid.
We're the Wiggles. Yep. Okay.
Stupider.
Stupid. All right. Audio's working. Let's actually fire up game. Does anyone see? I think the stream should get better. Again, does anyone know a good 2-player game? Because I just default to Bubble because that just pops in my head. But I think Nathan suggested Barbarian, which I haven't really played, but I think it's just one-on-one fighting. Yeah, oh yeah, you can control that. So
What am I looking for?
go into B. Let's load up Barbarian. See what all the fuss is about. Yeah, it's gonna take a second.
It's because it's a massive directory.
Yeah, it's a huge directory. Normally I'm using Jiffy DOS like on my other machines, so all of this is pretty much instant, but with the standard Commodore load routines, it takes for friggin' ever. We're back. Okay, that's good.
What's the difference between 1
just-
and 1 plus?
Just go
1.
1. Yeah. 1 plus would probably be like it'd probably include trainers and hacks and things. Ooh.
Yeah. Is that
I think that has crashed.
It's crapped itself?
Yep.
It's weird hearing an 8-bit dance party on a 50 hertz machine. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot slower.
Right. Well, that PRG file crashed.
Yeah. We are gonna try that again. In fact, try the 1 plus one, because I bet you that'll friggin' work when we eventually get back to it. Armorlight. What is Armorlight? Should we load up? No. Yeah. You load up Barbarian 1 plus. Bubble is the best. Oh yeah, Pit Stop too. Yes, of course.
Oh.
Yes.
And that's like a racing game.
That's a racing game.
I could actually play.
Yeah, it's like split screen racing game.
I'm going back to that.
Okay, what?
Once this finishes loading the directory structure.
We'll go out of it and then load the next directory structure. Yeah, Pit Stop 2, good idea.
Okay, let's
Good
go with
idea.
that.
We're doing that, apparently. Armorlight. Yeah, what
What is Armorlight?
What is Armorlight?
Never heard of it.
Can't say I've ever played it.
Can you go across?
Yeah, go across, it'll go
Ah.
Little page.
Can't be too far off. Pit Stop 2.
Yeah, I'd go the plus one,
Just in case.
just in case. It's probably not going to upset the SD to IC. Yeah, SD to IC, because it's not emulating, it's not cyclic exact 1541 emulation. Some things will just fail to load on it.
So what you're saying is we should have used the Pi 1541.
Yeah, we should have, but I
I love the Pi 1541.
I don't know
I just
whether-
think it's just a great little device.
don't know where the Pi 1541 is at the moment, so that's why I didn't bring it out.
It's just down there.
Bruce Lee? Oh, I didn't realise that the green guy could be the second player in Bruce Lee. That's pretty cool. I
IK Plus.
just always thought it was just single player. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, IK Plus if we want to do a bit of fighting. Let's see if Pit Stop 2 manages to load up. Stream health is saying poor. Has that said poor for...
It hasn't changed.
Yeah, okay.
They're probably watching a slideshow still.
Yeah, they're probably like... Sorry, that's me.
I wonder if the audio's...
Screwing with people now.
I wonder if it's just the video that's lagging and the audio's coming through fine. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Armalite is a horizontal scrolling shooter developed by Cyber9 Systems in 1988.
Well, horizontal scrolling shooter. That sounds pretty cool. That'd be fun to check out. Alright, Speed King. Speed King's ready.
Number
I'm
of
in
drivers.
control.
You're in control. Fine. Right, 2. Rookie, 3.
Yeah, let's just
Start the race.
go with that. Please,
places.
just whatever. Mark, press your button. That's me. Alright, we're doing it. I'm guessing we push forward to accelerate.
Okay, I'm on the bottom screen. I'm the blue guy, you're the red guy.
Yeah. It's been a very long time since I played Pit Stop, but it's working. How are you gaining on me? Oh. We're all having a bit of a...
Bit of a Donnybrook.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's right. The tyres start to change colour.
Is that why I've got
The
them
more
all red?
wear you get on them, yeah.
Go away, yellow guy.
Video is fine, but the stream is quite delayed. Yeah, it's YouTube. Oh, there's some graphical glitches there. I don't know if that's...
That sounds retro. That looked retro tink.
Yeah, I don't think that was
falling behind something horrid.
C64, but oh, hang on. Yeah, there are a couple of graphical glitches. That's C64 glitch. That is. I don't know if that's just from having it loaded off the AC to IC. If that's a VIC thing, that could be a multiple different things, but
I think you've ended up way ahead of me.
the game has not crashed, so that's
It's a start.
good. Oh, there you are.
Huh.
Ah.
I do like this joystick.
It is pretty cool.
It's good for this kind of thing.
Good for this kind of thing, yeah.
We should probably be talking, maybe a bit of commentary. Otherwise it's not very all that exciting.
We're playing computer games.
You can tell we're definitely not Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
We would suck.
Audio has been fine. All stream video is good right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Touch wood.
Um,
I think one of us might need to build a dedicated PC for
yeah.
this stuff
Yeah.
and then just share it.
We're very much,
Like just fill it full of RAM and a half decent graphics card and go from there.
yeah, live stream noobs. Nothing professional about us.
But
I think one of my tyres is about to blow out, judging by the colours, so I should probably
stop
avoid
bumping into things.
running into things.
Either that or I should just ram into you and blow you out.
Yeah.
Except
That's-
I'm not catching you.
Whoop. Alright.
Aha!
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to do this yourself too. Oh no.
What happened? Did you go back out onto the track without changing your tyres?
Yep. I thought the fire button
Just go.
pick that tyre and change it, and it turns out, no, that might have been go back onto the track and do another lap with a tyre that's about to blow out. So,
So, well, just wait till you hit something again, I guess.
yeah.
What lap are we on? Lap 2.
Lap 2, they're pretty, like,
Long
traps.
laps.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have the attention span of a gnat, so this is kind of... I'm like, is it over yet? Come on.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
It's definitely been a while since I've played this game, that's for sure. Oh,
Actually, I think the last time...
I think my tyre just blew out.
I think the last time I... Is that it? You're out?
I think I'm out. I don't think there's any way for me to
The last time I played Pit Stop was Pit Stop 1 on the 2600, and this is just like a million times better. Although we should really spark it up sometime on one of the Atari 8-bit games.
Yeah.
One of the Ataris.
We should show the Atari some love.
Yeah, I'll bring over my 600 XL and we can just... Well, we'd be able to just capture raw HDMI. That'd be a nice start.
That'd be good, yeah.
Through the DVI, that Sophia
The
DVI.
Sophia, yeah. That's pretty cool, eh?
Actually, maybe we should just do a game live stream sometime where we just play some games and talk shit.
Yeah.
As opposed to fixing a computer and talking shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, I'm not gonna... Because it's just me playing now. And Mark's sitting there.
Actually, you're about to burst a tyre anyway, so
Sweet.
I don't even think you'll make it through 3 laps.
No, well, I'm only halfway through the second lap. These are they really are quite long.
Yeah, long laps.
There we go.
Driving like pros, yeah, we're very much professionals.
I lasted longer than he did.
Both got
So that means I win.
did not finish.
Yes.
Woohoo! The unpolished nature is what makes the stream attractive.
Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
That's well, you and us, Randall, we are very unpolished.
Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
Cool. I don't know if we should we call it here?
I think we'll call it here.
Yeah.
My brain is just
Just
yeah. I need more coffee.
gone. Yeah, the idea was to start early, local, where we are.
So it fits in other time zones as best we could.
Yeah, just so we could try and get, as many people able to watch as possible, but I think, we're both very much in need of
more coffee.
It
actually takes quite a bit of brain power to try and be entertaining, it turns out.
Yeah, entertaining, focusing on what you're doing, and also stream and chat and replying to everyone.
Yep.
Sorry if we missed any comments from people. I'm sure there's a few that we probably overlooked.
Apologies for the stream lagging out. We'll have another crack at that.
Yes.
Sometime soon, actually.
Yeah. Yes. We will do more live streams and hopefully learn from.
We really should try it out at my place, I think.
Yeah. I think the next one definitely will have to be at Jason's place.
And I'm thinking, maybe next weekend us two should get together, pull our gear together and do a couple of test streams.
Test runs.
From the shed.
Yes. Miko Lanimator? Miko Lanimator.
T-Bows is off to bed.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Oz Retro Comp will be, probably reaching for another coffee as well, because he lives on our side of the planet. Same with Randall. Well, Randall only lives like 10 minutes from here, so definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you everyone for watching. We will, work out when the next one's going to be. Obviously, it'll be on the socials and YouTube, so you guys will know when the next stream is. We will, work out a few kinks and return.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Gotcha.
Adios.